Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Andy Mack, Terry Mack. She's not talking today, apparently.
No, I can talk.
Oh, she can talk. There we go.
Talk.
Excellent. Thanks for watching the first video that we did, which was the van walkthrough. That was the full walkthrough.
Wasn't the full walkthrough because you asked lots of questions. So obviously,
I forgot a whole bunch of stuff.
Just to go through a few of the things that Andy forgot, but that's okay.
It's a thing. Thank you for watching. We're going to get into this video, which is all the stuff that I forgot. I'm going to ask you up front, if you can give us a like and a subscribe, that would be awesome to help us grow this tiny little channel. It's okay if you don't, but it costs you nothing. So if you can, that'd be awesome. Let's get into it. So there was a few things that we missed. A lot of stuff about the batteries and the power. This van has 480 amp hours of lithium. There are two 240 amp hour batteries under this seat here. These are iTech World batteries. They are known to be very reliable. We're pretty happy with them. We've had no issues so far. Touch wood. Speaking of wood, we have updated the bench top, which is bringing a bit of warmth to it as well. There is a chopping board here that we brought in as well.
It's just easier to clean, to be honest.
It's easier to clean because it's not white and brings some warmth, and we love it. So we digress. Batteries was definitely one.
Solar, how much solar?
Solar, there is 630 watts of solar on the roof. We have been asked about air conditioning. And before we jump on air conditioning, the inverter. It's a 3000 watt inverter that is tucked in this cupboard here as well. So the batteries, the inverter and the solar, what that does mean is we can run the air conditioner. There is an air conditioner on the roof here. The air conditioner runs off shore power, 240, but we can also run it off our battery system. Plenty of lithium, battery, plenty of solar on the roof. A good size inverter means, yes, we can run the aircon. We can't run the aircon all day. It's all dependent on how much sun we have and how much power we've got at the time. But if it gets stinking hot, we can blast it with the aircon, no problem from that. So thanks for that question. We were asked about our camp chairs and the tunnel boot and how much space we have in the tunnel boot. It's not the world's biggest tunnel boot, but it does fit these two chairs that we use from Austrail. They're reclining chairs, which are great. A little table from TJM. This table can be a coffee table, or you can extend the legs up and it becomes like a normal dining table size table. Folds down into a bag and they all fit in the tunnel boot. We also have in the tunnel boot, we keep the water filter so that when we fill up the tanks, we can do it with clean water, which I think is important in some parts. We also have the
air
compressor. Yeah, perfect. And a few other stuff, the awning handle and the fire pit. A whole bunch of stuff does actually fit in there. So I think that's it's a reasonable size boot tunnel all in all. So the awning, we do have a Fiamma F45, I think it is, awning. It's a manual awning, which we love the manual awning. On our previous van, we had an electric awning. It's just more stuff to go wrong, really. Manual awning, it takes 2 seconds. Wind it out, you're done. Wind it back in, you know it's good to go. So the awning is good. What else do we have? A lot of people asking how it handles on the road. It drives really good. Yes, it is over 3 ton, and yes, it is over 3 meters high, but this will sit on the road doing 110 quite comfortably. Not an issue. It doesn't labor. It's strong. It just goes. So on the road, no problem. Off the road, it's been surprisingly good. We haven't taken it up and down a lot of heavy stuff. But so far, down dirt tracks and wallows and over rocks and stuff, not a problem. I have seen this. I have seen the guys from Red Centre take this down the Gid River Road as well, and they reckon it handled like a charm. And I've seen footage of it, so we're excited to be doing that trip later. So it drives pretty good, is the key. Just drives like a car around the city. We drive this in and out of the city all the time.
We don't.
We do.
He does.
Yeah, this guy does. And we live in the city, and we park it on the street, and it fits in a normal car spot. It's got a reversing camera, so I can see how close I am to hitting other cars and things like that. It's pretty bloody good. So it's a thing. Some other stuff I did want to show you that we did miss. This actually has really cool lights on the outside. Nothing on the front, but on both sides and on the rear. There is actually a remote control for all the lights on the outside, and we can turn them on white and we can flood the whole area, and we can turn them on orange to protect from the mozzies and bugs and stuff. But it also means this remote is actually pretty handy. If we go for a walk and we come back and it's dark, we can just light the van up from a distance and make sure there's nobody around. So I think that's actually a really cool little feature that they've put on there. So thanks, Red Centre. You did a good one there. Oh, the other thing I wanted to show you is this little... Oh, Maggie is sleeping. Maggie can sleep anywhere. She is a winner. So the other thing I did want to show you is this this door we've got here. We keep our broom in it. That's pretty exciting, but it's not the exciting part. So there are 3 tanks in here. There's a total of 130 litres across 3 tanks, and there is also a 70 litre grey water tank. But it means that we can actually turn on and shut off any of these tanks as we want. We can shut one off completely and run 2 tanks, and then when we run out of water, we can go, okay, we've got 1 tank of water left. We turn it on, and then we know we've got to go and fill up. But we can also pump and bypass these 3 tanks and just come straight off of the mains, or if we want, we can actually run a pump out of a creek or a river without having to put it into the tanks and dirty the tanks. We can actually just pump straight off a river or whatever by switching this one on. So super handy, and we forgot to show you that last time. So there was some comments that this isn't a true 4-wheel drive and things like that. It is an off-road vehicle. It's not designed to be a rock crawler. We're not climbing up and down, undulating stuff.
We're not going to go down shotgun on our way up to the Cape.
No, we're not. We will take the easier road, but it does mean stuff like Gib River Road and places like that. We're going to be fine. If we want to drive down onto the beach, no, we're not going to go tearing over 10 million sand dunes and getting airborne. And it's just ludicrous that people would even think that. But this isn't a 4-wheel drive that we can sleep in. It's a motorhome that is capable of going down some off-road tracks. There is adequate suspension in this. There's about 10 grand worth of suspension in this. There is enough ground clearance. There is enough front and rear, like departure angle and approach angle, that'll get us through some places that there's no way we could go in our old van. So thanks for your input, but we're not trying to be 4x4 adventurators. This is just a motorhome that is more capable. Adventurators. It's a word. Look it up. Google-erate it.
Yeah.
It's a thing. So thank you for your input, and thanks for watching. Thanks for adding another view. We appreciate that. A lot of people have been asking about price of these vehicles. There are several vehicles on the market that are similar to this, you know, snail style 4-wheel drive motorhome. So there's Sunliner, Sun Camper, Explorers, and these guys. We looked at the Sunliner. They were a bit cheaper.
We had a look at a few of them that we just there was a few things that we did like about the Sunliner. There was the things that we didn't like about them, and then we looked at the Explorer and the Sun Camper, and then this one just kind of came onto the market and it kind of ticked the boxes we needed. I think we liked the feel of it, the build of it. I liked the fact that we knew we could customize things to it, because I know a lot of the other ones didn't let us do that. They didn't, you know, if we didn't like something, they were like, too bad, that's what you get. You can't have, you've got to have this type of fridge and you've got to have this type of... It was quite rigid, which we were a bit unsure about.
Sun Camper were Sunliner, were a lot cheaper at the time, the base model. But you got one AGM battery, you got one solar panel. It was all made of basically, and I don't mean to diss them, they've been around for a long time.
Wasn't for us.
Great on the road. Yep. You couldn't drive down the Gib in that van.
Just wasn't for us.
It would fall apart, I reckon. But not dissing it. So in terms of price, we're not going to talk numbers, but you can do your research. You can go and visit redcentercaravans.com.au. They're all about the same price-ish. You can go on, caravancampingsales.com.au. There's a whole bunch of them on there. Just look for 4x4 motorhome.
We feel that this one was good value for what
best
we got,
value
for what we actually got, and ultimately that's where we went. So
100%.
It's up to
everything we needed.
We never started looking for one like this. We were looking for a van, and then we were like, oh my God. And Andy's like, don't judge me. And I was like, that is so ugly. Like, so ugly. But here we are.
But this was the least ugly of the lot as well, I think. And he's beautiful. Gus is awesome. So we love him. I think we've covered everything now. If there are any things that you think of that you want to ask questions on, please comment. We answer every question. We will share some new videos soon of our travels, and also some things that we like and use all the time. Thanks for watching.
Thanks.
See you soon.